We trust computers with pretty much everything: our money, our navigation, sometimes even our lives. But what if I told you that deep down they can get a really simple division problem completely wrong? Yeah, let's dive in and unlock a fundamental secret of how computers really think. So, we're going to start with a math problem that honestly, it looks like a typo, but it's not. It's actually a clue, a really important one. It's our first peek into the super literal and, yeah, sometimes just plain weird world of computer logic. Okay, so here it is, the big mystery. Why on earth would a computer tell you that 5 divided by 2 equals 2? Just 2. I mean, we all know the answer is 2.5, right? So how can a processor with billions of transistors, something that can perform these incredible calculations, get this so confidently wrong? What happened to the point 5? Well, this kind of thing happens in a line of code that looks just like this. And the solution to our whole puzzle? It's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. It's all about that little 3-letter word right at the beginning: int. And that little word brings us to our first major clue. See, for a computer, not all numbers are created equal. Far from it. Every single piece of information, every number, has a specific type. And believe me, computers are super strict about these types. All right, let's meet our two main suspects in this case. First up, we've got integers, or int for short. These are only whole numbers, no fractions, no decimals. Think of an int like a small coffee cup. It holds a specific amount, and that's it. Then you've got the double. Now this is built for precision. It loves decimal points. It's more like a big measuring jug, It can handle all the little details. Okay, so what happens when you try to mix these two? Like, what if you pour the jug into the cup? Well, the computer, in its infinite wisdom, tries to be helpful. It jumps in and automatically starts converting data from one type to another. And it does all of this behind the scenes completely on its own. This whole automatic process actually has a name. It's called implicit casting, or sometimes coercion. It's basically the computer's internal rulebook for what to do when different data types bump into each other. The goal is to avoid errors by making things fit. But as we're about to find out, this helpfulness can really backfire. So this automatic conversion really comes in two main flavors. First, you've got promotion. This is when you go from a simple type like our int to a more complex one like a double. This is totally safe. It's like pouring that small coffee cup into the big measuring jug. Plenty of room, right? No problem, no data gets lost. But then there's demotion. And this is where it gets risky. This is when you try to convert a precise double into a simple int. It's exactly like trying to pour that entire measuring jug into that tiny little coffee cup. And you can guess what happens next. You get spillage. If you try to force the number of 3.5 into an integer variable, the computer doesn't round it up to 4. Nope, it just lops off the decimal, gone. The 0.5 is just lost forever. It's not rounding, the technical term is truncation. It just gets chopped. Okay, so let's circle all the way back to our original mystery. How does this whole automatic and clearly destructive process lead to 5 divided by 2 somehow equaling 2? Let's look at a real-world example. Here's a tiny program. All it does is ask how many books you're going to read and over how many months, and then it's supposed to calculate your average books per month. Simple enough, right? But yep, you guessed it. Hiding right inside this code is our exact bug, just waiting to happen. And here it is. This is the big aha moment. The most important rule in this whole story is this. When a computer divides an integer by another integer, the result has to be an integer. It does the integer math first. So it looks at 5 divided by 2, gets 2.5, and immediately truncates it, chopping it down to 2. This all happens before it even thinks about where to store the answer. By then, the damage is already done. So if the computer's automatic habits are the problem, how do we fix it? Well, the solution is for the programmer to step in, grab the steering wheel, and give the computer a very direct, very explicit command it can't ignore. This is what's known as explicit casting. It's literally the programmer telling the computer, hey, I know what you want to do here, but I need you to ignore your default rule. Just for a second, treat this number as a different type. It's the programmer taking back control, the ultimate override. Okay, let's look at our little program again, but this time with the fix applied. See that new chunk of code there? That static cast thing? That is the direct order from the programmer. It's telling the computer, Hey, that books variable, just for this one calculation, pretend it's a high-precision double. And because one of the numbers in the division is now a double, the computer's own rules say the whole thing has to be done with high precision. And just like that, we get the right answer. Now, this might seem like a really tiny nitpicky detail, right? But honestly, understanding and controlling data types is one of the most critical skills in all of programming. It's the difference between software that just works and software that's hiding these subtle, really dangerous bugs. So let's just recap that core idea one more time. A widening cast, going from a simple type to a more precise one, like from an int to a double, that's generally safe. You're pouring the small cup into the big jug, no problem. But a narrowing cast, going the other way, that's risky. That's when you can lose data. And knowing how to manage that risk is absolutely key. All right, so let's boil it all down. What did we learn? First, computers are incredibly literal about data types. Second, their automatic helpful conversions can actually cause some really nasty bugs by just throwing data away. Third, the solution is for the programmer to take control with manual or explicit casting. And finally, all of this is about making sure our calculations are as precise and accurate as they need to be. And that really brings us to the big picture. We've just pulled back the curtain on a little secret about how computers think about numbers. But this isn't just a programming puzzle, right? This is all about controlling precision. So think about it. Where is this hidden logic the most critical in our lives? Is it in the software that calculates the interest on your mortgage? The physics engine that makes your favorite video game feel real? Or maybe the guidance system for a rocket heading to Mars? Where does this stuff matter most?